What up, bitch? I am finally, after like a year and a half or 2 years of saying that I'm gonna get back on YouTube, I'm finally back, bitch. And with a little bit of makeup on my face. So for those of you who are new to my channel or returning, I guess we're all sort of new because I'm going on a new journey. My name is Max, and I am 20 years old. I live in San Francisco with my amazing, amazing boyfriend. And I'm gonna document my makeup journey, my process of learning, everything sort of like that. I was always the kid that was made fun of really intensely in school for being different because I was gay and I was an athlete, and kids didn't know how to deal with me being a gay athlete, especially as flamboyant as I was. I was out there and I was not afraid that anyone knew it. So on my channel, I want to sort of spread that love and act as a beacon of light. I know there are so many guys in makeup now, and I love that. And I'm one of those new guys, but I hope to act sort of as a role model and share my story the best as I can as far as the things that I've gone through. I've been through a lot of really dark shit in my life, and I always turn to the internet as a place to learn and grow. And I never really had someone that was sort of an athletic figure or grew up doing a ton of sports that wore makeup. I was always made fun of in my different sports communities because I was the weird gay kid that wore makeup. And I have sort of learned to turn that into a bad thing, from a bad thing into, you're fucking right, bitch. I am that weird gay kid that wears makeup. And you know what? I'm fucking sickening because of it. I'm super, super excited to get my channel started. If you want to see how I got this nighttime, glam, sickening, updo, head wrap, purple, pussy poppin' look, bitch, then stay tuned. So this video is already off to a little bit of a rocky start. I realized that I recorded this whole brow video and it took me like 20 minutes, and then I ended up not having my camera connected to my microphone, so none of my audio captured. So basically what I did was I carved out my brow bones using an angled brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then mixed the Dip Brow shade taupe with the water cream color in shade black, and just sketched out underneath my brow bone and on top to give my brows a really nice, sharp and defined look. And then I went back over with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just cleaned up any edges. Didn't realize that my microphone wasn't turned on. So here we go again. So I cut out my brows, I did all that. Here we go, I'm gonna blend them now. I just like to blend whatever harsh lines there are. But honestly, you don't need to be too careful about it since you're just gonna go over it with foundation anyway. Or as close to it as possible. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes using the Tarte Shape Tape again in Fair. Ooh, did you hear that? That pop, girl. That soaking wet pop. All blended. So the eyeshadow look that I'm gonna do today is going to be some sort of red cut crease. I don't know what yet. But the look that I'm going for, I wore this look out to a party in college. I sound like a loser. Nice college party, dude. Anyway, that's the tea. That's all there was to it. Anyway, but what I said something earlier. Oh yeah, when I was filming earlier when my stupid microphone was off, I made a comment about how most of my makeup is just me being lazy and making up for my mistakes, which is 10,000% accurate, because I will just, for half of my makeup, I will, oh, okay, this doesn't need to be blended, this doesn't need to look that good, I'll just go back in and fix it later, and then when I go back and fix it later, I'm like, ugh, you look a tortured mess. Some people got some damn courage. And I will say to post naked pictures on Instagram or like ass pictures like that, because I don't have that sort of love for myself to do that. Good on you if you do, but I guess saying that now though, that does bring me into a good topic. For people that have like the ability to go out and like post those pictures of you being, oh wait, I should probably say what I'm doing. I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to start out by blending in a transition shade, and I'm using the shade Burnt Orange, which is that one right there. I'm just going to apply that as a transition shade all up here. But yeah, so people that can post like nude pictures and shit on Instagram, like good for you, because I'd be struggling with body image issues. I was always that kid in like high school though. Like there were some days that I literally ate lunch like in the bathroom at my high school because kids were just like mean. And that's like a really shitty thing. Like no, and I was also a little fat in my freshman year. Like I was a gymnast for a really long time. Like 7 years of my childhood up until like 7th grade, yeah. And then I stopped and I like went into high school. And I went through this whole phase that I just wanted to sit around and be fat, I guess. And seriously, like I drank like 8 sodas a day. Like my parents were pretty actually like lax. They were just like, okay, drink soda, fatty. But yeah, like kids were mean in high school. I'm just like babbling. I'm just rambling right now, but yeah. Kids are mean in high school, and that is a total confidence shatterer. Like I have body image issues, and like I'm in good shape. I just have body image issues because people can be mean. And especially high school. High schoolers are the worst humans on earth. Fuck high schoolers. They're just mean, and they like are out to, oh, but so are toddlers. Toddlers are worse than high schoolers. Toddlers are 10,000% worse than high schoolers. I had a toddler. I work at a makeup store, and I was very gay that day. I don't know the best way to describe it. I had a full face of makeup on. I had a double rainbow cut crease because it was Pride Week. Like I was super excited out here in San Francisco. Like we get into it. And this little boy came into the store with his mom, and he came up to the register, and his mom is holding this boy in her arms, like any mother does, and this child is just looking at me like, oh, bitch, what are you? And that kid literally said to me, or to his mom, Mom, what is that? And I was like, oh, okay. To shreds. If you want to take someone down a notch, let them sit in like a 6th grade classroom and just let the kids tear them apart. I'm gonna take a smudge, I don't know what brush, like a fat blending brush? Like a little chode blending brush, maybe? Okay, so I'm gonna take this little chode blending brush and I'm gonna dip it into Real Gar. This orange shade. The orange one. And then I'm gonna go back in with that same little chode brush that I was using earlier, and I'm just gonna make sure that everything is all blended together nicely. Now I'm gonna go back in with that same little shortly packed smudger that we used, YouTuber, with my gross grandpa hands. I'm gonna dip into Cypress Umber, which is this brown shade right here. Just a cool toned brown will do. And then I'm going to really lightly go over and outline that very outer corner. And then after that, I'm going to grab a clean, fluffy brush and blend everything together. Alright, so again, I'm going to dip into that Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take a flat little packer brush. I'm going to use that to cut out my crease. So I'm just going to take a little bit here on the back of my hand. Right like that. Smudge it around, girl. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut out my crease. I'm going to use this Stila, what are you? You are the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and I use this in the shade Diamond Dust. It's just a really pretty silver metallic eyeshadow that you put on, and it's like a gel sort of thing. It's just not a, I don't know, it's just not an eyeshadow. But it's super easy. This little applicator is really, really pretty. I'm gonna swatch, let's, a clean hand. Not that good of a swatch. It's just, oh, bitch. It's just like super blinding. Oh, that is amazing. On camera, bitch. So, next I'm going to move on to applying my foundation. And I use two foundations. I use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation in shade 4.5. And then I use the Dior Air Flash. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over that with this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I don't know how much is left in this, not a lot, I know that. Clearly not a lot. So, for concealers, I use the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. It's my favorite concealer. It always has been. And then I just apply it in a triangle shape underneath my eye. I like to go heavy-handed because cover girl, don't cover boy girl. And I like a lot of makeup. But again, I know people like a more natural finish, and that's on you. That's your life. Go ahead and get it. And then I'm gonna make a little exclamation penis on my nose. I guess now that we're like getting into this, I guess we should talk about how I started makeup. Oh shit. Before that, I also take, now that I've blended, I'm an asshole. I take a little dollop of Shape Tape underneath my eyes in the shade Fair, again, because I just like to brighten a little bit underneath my eye. Since I want to make a statement, I'm going to do a harsher contour than I usually would today. Well, not than I usually would, just like not that natural of a contour. It's going to be a contour. C-U-N-T. So I'm going to dip into my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is my tried and true. Everyone uses this for contouring. There's not a better contouring like palette in my. I'm going to use both of these shades, a combination of these two, because I like to use two shades. I learned this from a couple different makeup artists, but I like to use two shades for contouring, a darker and a lighter. That's a very drag way of doing it, but I also do drag, so it's just what you're. So I start up here, right where this little flap in my ear is. Now, I'm going to contour my nose, and I'm going to go back into the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer, and I'm going to use that to contour my nose. I blend it all the way up through the brow bone, or up to the brow bone because it looks more natural. I go really light on my nose contour tour. I have this little like hook in the bridge of my nose, which I'm just gonna make stoner jokes. Woo, yeah, because I'm a stoner. I mean, oops. So I'm going to dip into the RCMA No Color powder, and I'm using this sponge by Veramona. It's the Cake and Bake sponge, and I like it because it has a good flat edge. So what I like to do on my contour is I turn my head and I find right where I want to catch it off, or cut it off. And just clean up that line. Again, it's a very drag technique, I get it. I'm not going for supernatural makeup. These are the ways that I think look best on me. Lastly, I'm going to grab another fluffy face brush and just dust all that off and start to blend that all together. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara, and my favorite mascara on earth is the Benefit Roller Lash. Honestly, oh, there she is, girl. There she is. And there he is. Honestly, eyeliner brings a whole look together. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes. These are the Eyelure by Jasmine Brown in the style JB. Still sick. Okay. For eyelash glue, this is by Esquito. It's really long lasting and I really like it for that. But the downside is I ordered it because Jeffree Star and Nikki Tutorials talked about how good it smelled, and I was so excited, and I got it, and mine literally smells like an egg fart. Like a hard-boiled egg fart. It's disgusting and repulsive, and I smell it in my nightmares. And the reason that I know what an egg fart smells like is when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and I have an older brother. He's 4 years older than me. And one morning we were downstairs before school getting ready, playing video games, and when my dad brought us eggs for breakfast, and like he had cooked us eggs and brought it into our video game room. And my brother, when my dad was out of the room, my brother decided to tease me and squat over my eggs and fart on them. And of course I was like, Reed! Was all upset, saying like, you farted on my eggs, what the hell, why'd you fart on my eggs? But like, rightfully so, why'd you fart on my eggs? So I called my dad and I was like crying because, oh, come on, Lash, don't play with me. Bitch, sit. One second. I should have let that gotten a little more tacky. But you live and you learn, so. So anyway, I called up to my dad, like, crying. Reed farted on my eggs. Like, and my dad was like, just eat the eggs. And I was like, I'm not gonna go to school hungry, but you know for damn sure that I'm not eating these eggs. But I was little at that time, so I didn't really have much of a choice. So I ate those eggs, and they did taste like a fart. And I said to my dad, I called up actually to my dad, and I was like, Dad, Reed farted on my eggs and made them taste bad. And he ran down and he was like, there's no way that like Reed farted on your eggs. And I was like, and Reed was like, no, I actually farted on his eggs. And my dad was like, okay, you farted on his eggs. And I was like, he made them taste bad. And my dad was like, there's no way that a fart is gonna make your eggs taste bad. And I was like, then you eat them. He was like, fine. So he took a bite of them and he spit them out and he was like, yep, those taste like egg, that tastes like a fart. And that was a story about when I ate my brother dirty egg farts. I don't know what, oh, because of my lash glue. But yeah, this lash glue smells exactly the way that those eggs tasted. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lash glue to the other lash. All that story just in one lash. That shows how bad I am at time management and makeup. Alright, this video has literally taken about 2 hours too long to film because my camera's died twice and everything has just not worked. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and apply this Too Faced highlighter. This is their Diamond Dust highlighter, and when I say that this is the prettiest fucking highlighter. Let me just like do a little one of these. It is prismatic. It looks like a gem and it speaks to every check. It checks everything off on my little gay checklist of beauty things. So I'm gonna go in with that same brush that I actually contoured my nose with. It's the Morphe 507. And I'm gonna swirl that around in this pan. And I'm gonna highlight the inner corner of my eyes. Okay. You know what? That didn't show up that much. I'm gonna go ahead and wet this brush using Fix Plus, MAC Fix Plus, get that wet, and then see if it's a little bit better with maybe a little wetness added to it. Oh, there we are. Hello! I'm here. Sorry, I was just a little bit late. I hit some traffic. Oh my fuck! I'm living! Okay. Yeah, so wet your brush because it doesn't really show, this highlighter is not that great when it's not wet. Ooh, but I feel like that can be said for a lot of Too Faced products. Okay, all tea no shade, but like a little. Loving these little Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trios. Comes with 3 shades. The shades are Vegas, Scorching, and Babe. It goes Babe, Scorching, and then I take a Morphe Y4 and I just go along all 3 of them because I like that nice blend of color, and then I just tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna go in. Now, my favorite part of any makeup look ever, I'm going to highlight. And I'm going to be using the Nicole Guerrero by Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, or Anastasia Beverly Hills by Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. And I am going to use a combination of Kitty Cat and, what is this? And But first, before I apply any highlighter, I like to set my whole face because I think when your face is a little damp, it adds a really nice metallic finish to that highlight. So I'm just gonna pull this hair back and just a little dusting, just to get you a little moist. So my face is just still a little bit damp, and now I'm gonna dip into the shade Kitty Cat right here. And I like to go heavy with the highlight. I know it's a trend that not a lot of people like, but I really enjoy a heavy highlighter, so. Oh, bitch, I know you saw that. And And I'm actually breaking out a little bit right around here, so my skin is looking sort of textured on that side, which I'm not like a huge fan of by any means. But you work with what you got. And then lastly, I'm a sucker for a highlighted Cupid's bow, so I'm gonna dip back into Kitty Cat. Just give me a little something. And then I'm gonna dip into Forever Lit again. Lastly, I'm going to do my lips. And I'm going to mix 2 shades because I like more of a ombre contoured sort of look of my lips. So I'm going to be mixing Berries on Ice and Doll Parts, both by Jeffree Star. They're both like pretty purplies. And then one's a lighter pink. So I'm gonna start out by going around the outer edges of my lips with Berries on Ice. Now that I have the outlines of my lips drawn, I'm going to go back in. We're going to go in now with Doll Parts by Jeffree Star. And I'm just going to put that on the center of my lips anywhere that I didn't put Berries on Ice. Then I'm just going to go in with a loose packing brush, or a dense packing brush, and blend everything together. All I need to do now is I'm going to go over them with a clear gloss by NARS. So this would be a look that you could wear out to the bars with your friends, you could wear it out to the laundromat, you could wear it out to the corners, you could wear it anywhere that you want to make money, because you know that you will look fucking fierce and sickening and snatched. And that's what we want at the end of the day. So again, you guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, or you liked me, then keep on coming back. I'm not gonna be one of those people that asks you to subscribe and like my videos. If you want to do that, then go ahead and do that, and I'd really appreciate that. I'm gonna try and start posting every week. My plan is that I will post every week continuously, because now that I'm out here in San Francisco, I will be making YouTube videos full-time and committing myself absolutely, because I want to share my artwork with you guys and share as much as I know, because I learned through YouTube, and YouTube has been a really special place for me as far as my creative expression and sort of self-discovery has gone, and I've learned a lot through YouTube, so I hope to act as someone who can offer a little bit of advice, or someone who you can make fun of when you're getting ready, or at least offer a laugh. So as long as I can make your day better or cause a smile on your face, then I'm doing my job. Alright, thanks guys, I'll see you next time.